Bonjour, in this lesson we are going to speak about préfixes. You know, this small word at the beginning of another word that can change the meaning of this word. And in this lesson we are going to speak about the opposite meaning, prefix that gives an opposite meaning to the word. So let's start now. We are going to see 5 prefixes. The first one is a, un, or in, depending what we have after, des, mais, and mal. These 5 prefixes give actually an opposite meaning to the basic word. So let's start to understand it. Let's start with the prefix a. For example, we have the word symétrique, symmetrical. Just that in French we have just one M, symétrique. But if you want to say that something is not symmetrical, you just add the letter A, the prefix A, and you've got a new word with an opposite meaning, asymétrique. Okay? And that we are going to see in this lesson. Pesanteur, for example, pesanteur is gravity, but when you have no gravity, you say apesanteur. Apesanteur in French. Okay? So let's see more. We are going now to see that actually all the letter A at the beginning of a word doesn't mean that the meaning is the opposite. For example, here we've got grandir, the meaning is to grow. If you had A, the meaning is to make bigger. So it's similar. It's not the opposite in this case. You've got a room, you want to make it bigger, you are going to say je vais agrandir la pièce. You want to make it bigger, agrandir. So it's not here an opposite meaning. So not all the time, but most of them. Let's see now le préfixe un in French. Un. Well, un, we've got attendu. The meaning is expected. If it is not expected, in French, you are going to say inattendu, unexpected. Inattendu. And in this case, in English and in French, it's the same prefix. And the meaning is the opposite. Connu, connu is known. And if it's unknown, you say inconnu, inconnu. Okay? This prefix un got some friends, actually, because when your word starts with the letter B, M or P, en becomes in French em. For example, possible, the opposite of possible, if you want to add a prefix, it's impossible. And it's, in this case, it's M. Why? Because the word starts with a P. Impossible. Buvable, drinkable, if you want to say that it is not drinkable. Imbuvable, again with the letter M because of the B. Okay? We've got another family coming from en. Word starting now with the letter L. With the L and en becomes el in French. Lisible, it is readable. But if it's not readable, you are going to say illisible. That's why in such words you've got here 2 L. So it can help when you want to write it illisible with 2 L, because the N becomes a L before the letter L. Legal, the same thing. If you want to say illegal, well, illégal, and again with 2 L. Illisible, illégal. When your word starts with the letter R, en becomes in this case er. Er. Réalisable, it is réalisable. If you want to say that it's not réalisable, you are going to say irréalisable. And again here, the same rule with 2 R. Irréalisable. Responsable, responsible. Well, irresponsible is irresponsible with 2 R. Okay, but actually, all these prefixes come from en, the opposite. Let's see now another one, des. Des, again, this prefix gives an opposite meaning to your words. Faire is to do. If you want to undo, in French it is défaire. And it's a new word, new verb, défaire. Je défais, tu défais, il défait. Okay? Monter with the meaning of assemble. If you want to monter a computer, monter un ordinateur, for example. Now, if you want to disassemble it, you are going to say démonter. Je vais démonter l'ordinateur. Okay? If your word starts with a vowel or the letter H, in this case, D becomes des with that letter S. Obéissant is obedient, but if you want to say disobedient, you say désobéissant. And it's quite similar with the English word disobedient with the letter S, désobéissant. Habiller, to dress, well, to déshabiller, to undress. Déshabiller in this case, because here we've got the letter H. Okay? Let's see a new one, a new prefix, le préfixe mais. Mais, in French, with the word connaître, connaître, to know. If you want to say that it is a know, méconnaître, méconnaître. Another one, content, glad. If you are not happy, if you are not glad, you are mécontent. In French, mécontent. Okay? It's interesting to see again the word connu. You remember that we spoke about the prefix un to say inconnu, but actually we have a third word coming from connu. It is méconnu. Méconnu means little known. So we've got connu, known, inconnu, unknown, and méconnu, little known. For example, you are going to say that un village, le village est méconnu. This village is little known. You don't want to say that it is unknown, you just want to say that it's not really known. So in French you are going to say méconnu instead of inconnu. Okay? Mal is the last prefix we are going to see with an opposite meaning again, mal. So here we've got heureux, happy, and if you want to say the opposite, well, unhappy is malheureux. Je suis malheureux, tu peux pas savoir. Chance, luck, the opposite is la malchance, the bad luck or the misfortune, la malchance in one word. Okay? Well, c'est fini. You know a bit more now about les préfixes and the opposite in French. Merci d'avoir suivi cette vidéo avec moi. Alors je vous dis maintenant à bientôt. Au revoir. And please, don't forget to subscribe if you like and share it. Bon français!